YouTube up. I was looking at something before. I thought I had closed it. But you're looking out, Vibe. Yeah, I ain't been on in a minute. Did something yesterday, sent it out. I don't know how too much that turned out with the UFOs and some Pomona music, but hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm representing Pomona. You know what I'm saying? Two S's. Shout out to all my Pomona people that come in. What's up with your Corey Bird? Appreciate you. Yeah, I had a little story I'm gonna get off about Pelican Bay. How I made a little change, um, and I want to get a few more people in so I can see if I can get each and every one of y'all with the same thing. I got the white dude to get me into the class, um, top of the line industry class in Pelican Bay that just had opened. Um, but yeah, as I usually say, man, shout out to all my Pomona niggas, man. Free my nigga Yahoo. Uh, Big D Capone. Uh, Lil Dre. Um, all my niggas, man. That's up in there. Huff. Shout out to my nigga Huff, man. Free my nigga. Um, Dead Eye Tim. Yeah, but this here platform is basically for Pomona, man. So a lot of times you'll see some of my videos. I'm pushing out Pomona music, as well as my UFO thing tonight. Like I say, I got a little story. I'm gonna get into it, um, but it has a little mathematical situation attached to it. So I'm gonna see how many people I can get in here on that same mathematical, has addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Um, anyway, into some news. I don't know if y'all seen about the Dave Chappelle. I'm not sure. I'm not how many think that they should be trying to ban him for what he said in his last closing. I like closing. It was cool to me, um, but it was nothing that he hadn't said in the first other four Netflix videos. This one he just explained more. Um, Even he accepted as that one of them was with his friend that he never had a problem with. I still don't think he has a problem with him, or they actually have a problem with him. Um, but this, what do they call it? Uh, Cancel culture is getting a little out of hand. They're canceling people for basically anything. Shit you said 10, 15 years ago. Um, Me Too and the cancel culture. You know, I don't know too much about that. That I could say all of it's good. I don't believe trying to cancel somebody over what they said, especially a comedian. Comedy is whatever. They would have been canceled. Richard Pryor, uh, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, more than enough blacks. You know, once they got Kevin Hart, then I guess they figured they'd just go after Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's gonna be a hard one to cancel because Dave Chappelle can make his own money just by having video. I mean, having stand-ups on his land, on his property, or anywhere. I don't think there's a comedy place that would say no, Dave Chappelle, you can't come in here and do something, because they know it'd be sold out for whatever days he's in there. It's gonna get sold out. And the more that they mess with him because of his jokes, I think he's gonna make more money. Any person that walked away from 50 million, I don't think has a problem with getting any money any other way on comedy. He can do whatever on stand up. Uh, so, like I say, I'm not gonna stay here too long. I just wanted to get on. I haven't been on live in a while, so I'm just gonna get to the story. I got a couple little commercials. My daughter did a song that just came out. Um, a guy named Pico. Uh, Damn, that's messed up. I can't get his name right. But I play the song that she's on. I got a couple little um, commercials that I want y'all to look at. My nephews, I'm gonna have them on my show. I'm gonna start doing little interviews with young black entrepreneurs. What's up with your Crip, Compton? What's up with your cousin? I appreciate you coming in. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everybody that's coming in. Like I say, vibing, Corey Bird. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been with me from the beginning. We gonna get there though. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. As I was saying, I have a couple little commercial little promotionals for my nephews and my brother. My brother has two shoe stores. He's about to open another one out here in AZ. He has one in Arrowhead Mall, one in Scottsdale Mall, and he's getting one out here towards where I stay at. So he's doing big things. Young black entrepreneur. I got a nephew. He has a cell phone 911. He fixes nothing but cell phones, iPads, iPhones, basically anything electronic. He basically does. He does get stuff sent from out of state. So, and then I have another nephew that has a dog training and breeding, and he just became a CEO. I'm gonna have him on the show in about a week or two. Trying to set up a little more interviews with young black entrepreneurs, because they talk so much about us, and all of them grew up in California. You know what I'm saying? And they just young. They didn't get into the gang banging lifestyle, the going to jail lifestyle. It may have taken them a few years, but they're still in their 30s and 40s, or mid 30s, and they starting to make money. So I'm gonna highlight them on a little promotional. But as far as this story, the story goes back, I would say, in '90, when you're gonna start having up and coming promoter rappers on the show. That's what I was just saying. I'm finna have all that. I just got to get in contact. I'm trying to have the homie YD the Vet. Shout out to YD the Vet, to come on here. He knows more of the up and coming rappers that's gonna come. But homie, if you into that, little man, you know what I'm saying. The name is familiar, but I'm gonna have all that. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I play their music. Anybody send me some music that's out of Pomona, just hit me up. I play it on my platform. Right now, I'm not getting struck, copyrighted striking by using YD, Trapaholic the Third, Knucklezilla, their music. I have had a problem with Cocaine's music. I believe that's on the one that I played yesterday. But I'm gonna have to holler at Cocaine, man, because I've been knowing him since he was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? My uncle stayed right down the street from him when he stayed in Barja Track. Not to saying that he's that much younger than me, but back then in those times, if I was 15 and he was 11 or 10, he might have been 12. He might somewhere around there. That's a big difference in age. So I'm not saying that he's that young, um, but like I say, I have him, little man. You know what I'm saying? Me and White, he's supposed to be hooking up, and he's supposed to having a few of the people that he know and talk to, um, and we're gonna have on here. I tried to get at Trapaholic. I'm gonna get at Nuxzilla. I'm trying to get at a few Pomona Dre. Um, Anybody that's from Pomona, homie. You know it's all about representing Pomona on mine. Um, but on this story, and this is like I say, is I'm gonna give it to y'all. A little tragic as well. Yeah, yeah, a little tragic as well. Cause I put a couple of his uh, uh, um, on my platform, homie. Lil Tragic got two songs that's on two of my the one last night with the UFO connection. That I put the Pomona music with the UFOs. Cuz got two songs that's on there, homie. I like his music. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I don't have none of their numbers. I don't have their connections because I'm not in the land no more. You know what I'm saying? But all of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm willing to have on here. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't seen none of them in a while. Um, but it's all good. This platform is open for all that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I say, I'm trying to do, no disrespect to no other side of Pomona, but South is always going to come first. Um, on my platform and in my eyes. And that's no disrespect to no other hood. I mean, I know it, people from every hood that's in Pomona. So, any of them want to get on, I'm cool with that too. Um, as I said, I'm going to try it and make it happen. For sure, little man. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Um, My email is on here. My IG, or hit me on the YouTube in the comments or whatever. I mean, if you need, I give you my email to send it to me. I'm gonna put it in the yeah, just hit my email on me. You know what I'm saying? Um, anyway, this story goes back to '90, but I probably should start a little earlier, man. I started going to the pen in '87. I went to Avenal. Um, Avenal started with 12 points. I'm gonna make this real quick to get to the story. 12 points. By the time I left Avenal, I had 36 points. Your points go up, getting 115s, getting in trouble, whatever. So I got out of Avenal. I stayed out maybe a month, 2 months, went right back. Violation. Corcoran, I had 36 points. I left Corcoran. When I left Corcoran, I had 63 points. So when I got out, I think I stayed out 2 months, maybe 3 months. And went right back. So now it's 90, into 89, 90. I know I'm going to a level 4. I got level 4 points now. I didn't say that Avenal was a level 2 because I went from 12 to 36. Corcoran was a level 3. I fucked up there from 36 points. I went to 63 points, so my next step was level 4. So when I get to reception, I get to Chino East because I caught Um, Violator with a new beef. Um, so they gave me the new beef time. I didn't have much. I'm going to level 4. Most level 4s have all day and some. Um, so I knew, as being a young, light-skinned, skinny nigga, the test time was coming. I knew that. You being 170 pounds or something, knowing that you're going to a level 4, the expectations was, hey, you gonna get tested. You know what I'm saying? And being from a neighborhood that's not well known in the penitentiary system, because we in the outskirts of LA County, we're the last city. At that time in the 80s, a lot of us weren't going to jail. So you didn't have very many that was in there when you claimed it. So you're gonna get tested because your hood isn't as big as a lot of other hoods. So anyway, when I get in there, I get to reception. I get to Madrone in Chino Centro. Get to Madrone. I go to classification, and the dude had been telling me. He say, "Man, you going to level 4? Goob, did you ever do time in the shoe at Pelican Bay?" No, I did at the main line. So that's why I'm telling you, the main line had just opened. When I'm going there, they didn't have the main line at the time. It was a shoot program before they actually opened up yards, A and B yard, and that had to be probably a year or so before I got there. I got there in '90. I don't know if it opened in '89 or '90, the main lines, but I know by the time I got there was no establishment. So that there was no control over the yard. What they had was an upper yard and a lower yard. Upper yard, if you didn't work, you got like a hour or so to walk around something that had nothing but dirt. What's up with your big devil? Appreciate you coming in. Do you hop on your push-ups? That's right. But they only had the upper and the lower yard. There was no like recreation, and then they hadn't even established the industry jobs by the time I got there. So this job that had came up after I go to, let me get back to me being in Chino Central. So dude kept telling me, man, if you tell them where you want to go, they won't send you. You got 3 options. I only had 3 options because there was only 3 options of level 4s. I believe at that time, the only 3 options they gave me, which was Pelican Bay, New Folsom, and I think it was Tehachapi Max. So I didn't know anything about any of the penitentiary. So dude told me, I just knew that Pelican Bay was the farthest away from Southern California you can get. It's at the end of the Oregon border. It's like 5 minutes before the Oregon border. So the dude told me if I go in there and tell them where I want to go, they won't send me because they think that I want to go there for a reason. So when classification called me in there and they asked me, they gave me the 3 options I had: New Folsom, Pelican Bay, and Tehachapi Max. I believe it was Tehachapi Max. But I believe that was the only other 4. I chose Pelican Bay. I said, send me to Pelican Bay, thinking that they're not going to send me there. They'll send me anywhere else, but they wasn't going to send me there. 2 months later, that's where they ended up sending me, to Pelican Bay. Now, Pelican Bay is, like I say, at the end of California, so it took us 2 days to get to Pelican Bay. From the time I left from Madrone, we rode up 8 until we got to New Folsom. We did a layover in New Folsom, got back on the bus early that morning, and drove another 8 hours until we got to Pelican Bay. So we get to Pelican Bay. With their classification, they ask you everything, if you've been to school, if you all that. But at the time, they had a new job. What they was telling everybody, they had they didn't have any industry jobs, so they were opening a job called optical lens, um, and it's making eyeglasses. It's making eyeglasses, but it's all based on math. Glasses are based on math. Um, when I cut out a lens, it comes in a plano. And you can tell by the thickness if your glasses are plus or if your glasses are minus, meaning nearsighted or far-sighted. It can be cut, and this I learned all in Pelican Bay. In fact, I ended up being the first person ever to leave out of Pelican Bay. I know this for a fact, and got a job on the streets when I left Pelican Bay from this job. And how I got it, well, how I got to position is what I'm going to tell you guys here. So while we're in classification, they tell us that there's a job in industry, but you have to pass a math test. Well, I'm real good in math. In fact, I was in pre-algebra in the 8th grade, going to Catholic school and all that. Pre-algebra, I had that in the 8th grade. So by high school, I was already up to geometry. But I had this one skill, this one math problem that I learned years ago that I could get any and everybody with. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. I'm going to get the 6, 7 people that's in here right now. I'm going to get y'all right now today. And anybody that comes in and looks at this on the replay, I'm going to get your ass too. So when they give us the test in Pelican Bay in the classification area, because they put you in the like a classification building. So anybody that's new that was going to Pelican Bay, we were all in the same building. All the people that got off that bus that rode up there for 16 hours, we were all in the same building. Everybody, they just had to find out where we were going. Either we're going to go to B yard or we're going to go to A yard. A yard is where everything basically was that was open. From what I heard, B yard was different. Their yard was within their building. So you open the thing and go in their building. Orientation, little man. Classification, orientation. Yeah, same thing. You got what I'm saying, homie. Right. So, while we in orientation / classification and all that, they give us this test. They tell us to come down, and we in front of this dude who's running the program for the optical. And he's not no CO, he's not none of that. He's just an outside person. But the clothes at the motherfucker was like, damn, man, what kind of money do you make? But he was a cool dude. So they give each of us the test and all that. So I take the test. I go real fast. So dude say, man, you sure you don't want to go back and look over him again? I was like, nah, man, I'm good. I know I got all these motherfuckers. That shit is too easy. You know what I'm saying? It was shit like -6 + 3 equal, because that's how you have to cut the lenses on glasses. They're in mathematical terms like -12 for one cut across the lens, and then +8 on the other way, which would give you, if anybody knows, because the -12 is higher than the 8, it's going to be a minus cut. So it'll be a -4 cut. Easy. He was giving me these problems. It was easy as shit. So I get past them. So dude keeps telling me I need to go relook. I say, listen, here's what I'll do for you. I got a problem that I'm going to give you. If I can get the number, I'm going to give you addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, all mixed into this one problem. You're going to pick a number. I'm going to give you all those, and I'm going to tell you what number you're going to end up with. He said, man, you can't do that. I said, I bet I can. I said, I tell you what, if I get you, you put my paper on the top of the list to get into this class. This class is making, what I'm thinking, this class, industry classes make more. It's just like main kitchen worker, um, doing license plates or whatever a person was doing. Those are industry jobs. They make the most. So I'm at Pelican Bay. I ain't got that much time. I'm at a level 4 where most people would, got major time. I know I ain't got but what 2 years. So I want to make as much money as I can. Plus I can stay out the fucking way and take my ass home. So I bet him. He took the bet. He say, okay, but if you don't get me, you won't get into class at all. I say, okay, bet. So the 7 or 8 people that's in here right now, here's what I want y'all to do. And I'm going to do just what I said to him. I said, pick a number. Any of y'all in here, pick a number. Don't tell me what that number is. Just pick a number. Whoever's in here that's fucking with the game, man, just give me a 1 or something that you done pick that number. Nobody fucking with it? Ain't nobody. Oh, okay, Corey Bird, you got it. Then I get you. The other ones, they probably just got one. They don't want to say the one. Okay. So now I'm gonna do the multiplication part of it. I want you to double that number. Double that number. The number that you started with, double that number. That's the multiplication part of it. Now, I want you to add 20 to it. That's the addition part of it. Remember, I'm going to give you a subtraction, multiplication, addition, and division. I've given you the multiplication, you doubled it. I'm giving you an addition, you adding 20 to it. Now, I want the division, I want you to divide it in half. Divide that number in half. And that's what I told him. Divide that number in half. So now that's the division part. So we did the multiplication, we did the addition, we did the division, and now we got to do the subtraction. So now I want you to subtract the number that you started with from the number that you got right now. And give me a 1 or whatever to let me know that y'all finished with that number. And I'm going to tell you what your number is. Everybody got a different number. I'm going to tell you what the same number y'all got. What was the division part? The division was divided in half. So you pick a number, you double that number. You add 20 to that number. You divide that number in half. And then you subtract the number that you started with from the number that you divided in half when you finish with that. And you should come out with a number. If you come out with a number, just hit the 1 or 2 or whatever. Let me know that you hit that number. And I'm going to pull out these cards and see if I can pull out the number. I'm going to see if I can pull out the number that y'all all got. And this is how I got one of the best jobs. One of the best jobs in Pelican Bay. Is that y'all number? Can y'all see that? No? Y'all can't see that. No. So I put it in the comments. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Anybody? How many people had that number? It's got to be 100%. No. How? Did y'all do it? Did y'all do the problem right? Somebody didn't add or do something right. I need that PIA job though. Hey, I ended up making $1. $1. Dude gave me that motherfucking job. I ended up being the the top person in it. I was making $1. I made $1 for 3 months. Dude didn't know that I was paroling, and then I had to tell him, "Hey man, I'm finna parole. Can you give it to homie?" I knew it was dude from Y'all have to excuse me if I forget names, man. This shit is like 30 years ago. Um, but I believe he was from East Coast, and he was like the second or third person up, um, and ended up getting the $1 because I was leaving. But yeah, that's how I got him. The number game, Lil Man and Smokey. So what did y'all do wrong if you didn't get that? If you didn't get 10? Because I can do it again and get y'all to have any other number. I ain't seen. Oh, I guess they got it. Um, anyway, I don't know what's wrong, man. Yeah, anybody think the Lakers? I'm not sure how many people are Laker fans, uh, but the Lakers aren't looking too good. I don't think they connection is coming just by bringing Westbrook. It didn't do nothing wrong. Do it again. Mine's was 7. Mine's was 11. All right. So I'm gonna do it again because there's no way that you could have 11, and there's no way that y'all could have even odd numbers. You know, so if you pick the number, so Smokey, you pick the number. If you pick the number, then double that number. The little man say his was 7. That's right. It's all in the math. I pick the number, pick a number, double the number, add 20. No, no, just divide the number that you have and then subtract the number that you started with from the number you got after you divided it in half. Whatever number you got divided in half, subtract the number you started with from that number. So I'm not sure if they got it straight. Oh yeah, shout out to my nigga Kim, man. That nigga called me, hit me one day, and it was the full moon. And that nigga say, I don't know if it's the full moon or if it's the full moon that had me hit you. Oh, I added 20. Yeah, no. So, yeah, it was a full moon, and it was thinking about the back of the moon shit. Shout out to him. Haven't seen old Loco on too much. Guess I ain't getting his things, but I don't think he's doing too many out there doing them jobs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody on their little platforms. What's up with you, Lee Dennis? I see you, homie. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Smokey. See, look what you put. No, you said 11. I said double it, right? Add 20 to it, would be 42, right? Then divide 42 in half. Right? And then when you subtract the number that you started with 11 from 21, you're going to get 10. It's all in the math, homie. That's 22. How is it 22? Homie, 42? 22 is not half of 42. That's 44. Come on, homie. Math don't lie. Let me tell you something. There's one thing about math. Math don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's Chinese math, Arabian math. It do not lie, homie. I mean, Egyptian math, Jewish math, whatever math you want. Math does not lie at all, homie. You know what I mean? I know that. So, shit. I wouldn't be telling the story if I knew it was a fake one, how I got on that motherfucking making $1 a motherfucking hour. You know what I mean? Oh, I was big balling before I left that motherfucker. Yeah. I got it this. You got it this time? Yeah. It's a part of that math thing. But let me, one thing I want to shoot out, man. This is my daughter. She was just on a song that was released. I said I wanted to play it. If y'all listen to it, man, and tell me what y'all think afterwards. And then I got a little... no, first what I'm going to do is... This is my nephew, my little brother. And my nephew, man, I'm gonna bring you this up. Soul Play. It's my little brother's shoe store. He has everything, all but Nikes. Um, he has a store in Arrowhead Mall in Arizona, Scottsdale Mall. He's bringing another one out here, Superstition Mall. He's supposed to be opening up in about a month. He has nothing but Nikes, but he does. It's called Soul Play 909. My little brother represent Pomona as well. And he does have online where you can go and look at his Nikes and see if you want to get any, or you know what I'm saying, just go on his website. That's one of the stores in Arrowhead. I believe, yeah, that's his first store that he got. Like I say, he has all designer Nikes. So how you be getting those horse bets. That's how you be getting them horse bets. I do a lot of horse handicapping myself, man, online. I get the PPs, which are past performances. I get those online and look over those before I play. Doesn't work out too good for me sometimes. Sometimes they do. But it's all in gambling. Can you drop the link so I can share it? With the Soul Play 909 there, little man? Let me see. That's the link to Soul Play. My little brother's shop got online. You know, every night he has a Kobe collection that he sells a lot of. He just did a convention in Las Vegas and got a lot more shoes. And then we have my nephew with Smooth Line Kennels. My nephew Terry, he does the bully dogs. He does training the dogs. He just also became a CEO of another investment company, but he does a lot with dogs and training. That's Smooth Line Kennels. I'll put that down in the description as well. If you want to get your dog trained or you want to breed a bully. He has some nice puppy. He does Rottweilers, pits, little bullies. That's a bully. And then this is my other nephew, Kevion, and Deshaun. They run cell phone 911. If anybody's phones are messed up, they do shipping from other states. Yeah, Corey Burr. What's up with your Key Claws? How is it out there in that other world there? Across the seas. I know you happen to ball over there, huh? Yeah, he trains German Shepherds as well, Corey. What's up with your Key Claws? My nephew, Kevion and Deshaun, they do cell phone 911. They fix all iPhones, iPads, Galaxy phones, whatever. They've been doing that, I think, about 4 or 5 years. They do almost everything electronics. Apple Watches. They fix it all. So, yeah, that's just three little young black entrepreneurs, man, that's doing something. Almost 8 a.m. Yeah, boy, you up early. Yeah, that's right. Hey, you getting it in? You having a ball out there? Keep Claus say it's almost 8 a.m. out there. Where he at? Let's see. Yeah, 8. So everything you catch out here is a little late. Now, so again, this is a song I want to play. This is my daughter's first little song she's been on that's actually dropped off somebody's album. So check it out and let me know what y'all think. It's at the end. First little duet or whatever you want to call it, or solo appearance on somebody's album. What is it? Pico Rico. Oh man, that's fucked up. I can't get his name. Hold on. Get my phone up. Oh well, I'll put it down in the description when I'm done with this. So Keith Claus, how's it out there, man? Where you at? You started practicing or anything like that? Let's see, he ain't saying nothing. He must not be. So Smokey, you be fucking with them horses? Anybody mess with them horses? I think more sports. Istanbul is like walking through time. What do you mean walking through time? You outside right now there, Keith Claus? I'm surrounded by history. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure Istanbul and all that. You know, got imagine we inhabited all that years ago. Years ago. You just got up. That's right. If it's only 8 o'clock. But I could just imagine the history that's out there. You been to any sightseeing? Any sights in Istanbul? Hey Corey Bird, you got German Shepherds? You want to get trained? My nephew do a good job with the training. We used to bring dogs over here for us to house. While he was training other dogs. Oh yeah. For thousands of years, man. They don't want to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he does breed. I'm not sure if he breeds German Shepherds. It's more pit bulls and bullies. He breeds more of them, but he trains German Shepherds and all those type of dogs. Believe Dennis, you still up in here, man? You on your way home, huh? So anybody, what y'all think about dude getting shooting old girl with the prop gun? I think they're gonna turn around and file some charges on somebody about them gun shootings during movies. I just helped a player from the city get a contract out here. Oh yeah, that's some cool shit. That's some cool shit. Can we see Instaball, you up? And got your camera there to point out the window or something, keep close? Yeah, Corey Bird. I just hey, I put the link in there. Keith Claus. I put the link in there so we can see what Instaball looks like. Yeah, Corey Bird. I was just speaking on that about him canceling. They must not have looked at the other 5 Netflix videos that he did. That's why I can't understand why they doing it now on the last one that he did for Netflix. That they would try to, ban him then. Why they wasn't? He was talking worse about him. And at least 3 out of the 4 before that, he talked bad about him. I don't get it. Oh, what's up, Lee Dennis? I appreciate it. So you just got to the house, huh? Why am I? Yeah, Corey Bird. I couldn't. I couldn't think why they want to fuck with him now. I think it's more of a corporate. That's what he was saying about his. He has another video another series of videos that he had done in the back of his buddy's yard. They said I think it was in his yard, but he has another one that he was doing with the radio. He had a lot of people that was coming on his little radio thing, and they were talking, and a lot of them came to his house during the pandemic. I remember seeing that on YouTube, that he was doing that. I know what's his dude that was on his show with him, not Tribe Called Quest, but I'll think of his name. But they did a lot of shows there on the radio, and I forgot the name of what they called it that was on the radio. So they're not gonna be able to, blackball Dave Chappelle like they did everybody else, or cancel culture his ass, because Dave Chappelle can make his own money strictly off doing shows. Period. He's gonna get sold out anywhere, and ain't nobody gonna. There's no venue that if Dave Chappelle went to and say, "Can I do a concert here?" that they would say no, because they know they would get paid. So it's gonna be hard to cancel him, and to try to cancel him after 5 other stand-ups that he did with the same content. He was even nicer on his last one, on the closer. He was nicer about it. He told him, "Man, I'll holler at y'all." But yet, now they want to cancel him. I think that's gonna be hard as shit to do. But old boy that shot old girl during that movie, I believe he gonna have a little problems, or somebody that controlled it. He's probably not gonna have no problems. I think the person that was supposed to control the guns are gonna have the problem. They gonna definitely have. Oh, okay. Boss Claus in here. We get the Boss Claus. What's up with you? Boss Claus? Uh, so what you say is early in the morning there, huh? I can hear you. Oh, okay. It's early in the morning out there. How you like it out there? Hold on, let me see something because the mic is doing something. Let me see if it's my auto. All right, huh? Oh, boss lost him. He said something. Oh, you
It's gonna
restarting?
trip a little bit.
Oh, okay.
It's trip a
Yeah.
little bit because of the hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Man, that's a trip to be out in a different country, man. You know, Istanbul? What's up with your cowboy? I see you. Yeah, Claus video. He said he was gonna be tripping because of their internet, but he's out there playing basketball and Instaball. Let me see. He have to come back in. Yeah, he out there playing basketball. So I'm gonna find out what team he playing for, or what is he still in? Yeah, I want to see what team he playing for out there. You know what I'm saying? That's cool, man. Brothers go out to another. I Though cowboy, I haven't the slightest idea what you said. I just say what's up. But either you drunk in a motherfucker or your fingers just missed all the keys. I'm not sure which one it is. All right, boss, throw you back.
yeah.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that,
That's
homie.
all right.
The
That's
Wi-Fi,
all
the
right.
hotel Wi-Fi, disconnected as soon as I walked out. So that's what messed it up. I'm
Oh,
trying to
okay.
see. I'm figure out how to switch this damn camera, but it won't. Shit, it won't let me switch it around to show y'all what's up.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you coming on, man. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? For sure. You know what I
I'm
mean?
I'm right in the heart of the city right now, Istanbul. So I'm
Instable.
right off the yeah, Istanbul, Turkey. I'm right off the Marmara Sea,
Okay.
you know, and I also got the Bosporus River over here as well. So
Oh,
Istanbul is big tell. They got two sides of the city. They got the Asian side and then the European side, and it's separated by the river.
is there a lot of brothers out there?
Everybody that's out here from either America playing ball or they from the motherland. They from Africa.
Oh, okay. Okay. And
Yeah,
they probably
yeah.
got their own little area as well, right?
They live with everybody. They live,
Oh,
with everybody.
oh, is that right?
Yeah,
So
where I
what's the
live at
separation? What's the separation with the Chinese and the
with the Chinese,
everybody else?
they ain't really there isn't really a separation. It's just geologic, geographically speaking.
Oh,
Once you
okay.
go on that side of the river, you're considered in Asia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, And so,
Okay.
yeah, so the eastern part of Istanbul, the eastern part of Turkey is in Asia, while the western part is in
Right.
Europe. Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
a geographical
Yeah,
split.
geographical
Yeah,
thing. Okay. Not
yeah.
just the divide. So what team you play for?
No, I'm out here. I'm actually out here to coach. So
Oh, you
I'm not
coaching.
even. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you was
last
playing.
night, last night I went to a EuroLeague game. I saw FC Barcelona out of Spain play against one of the local teams here, um, Fenerbahce. Fenerbahce. Excuse me, Fenerbahce. One of
Right.
my mentors is he's an ambassador for the squad from Spain. So he came out here, shot me and my girl some tickets. We went and supported. I got a chance to meet his daughter. She plays ball out here as well, professionally. She's been playing for the last 9 years total. You know,
Right.
but the vibe out here, the energy out here, Goob, is just so chill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the people here are real welcoming. You know, they're very friendly, very helpful. You know,
Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
You always got somebody offering you to, you know, come sit down and have some tea with them. You feel me?
right, right, right.
So
Man,
right
that's
now, me and my girl, we're in a little touristy part, uh, an hour away from where we stay. So everything down here has a vintage look to it. Like I wish I could switch the camera around, but the shops and everything got a vintage look. The hotels got a vintage look. And these are
yeah.
hotels behind you. And then they got the crafting.
There's
Like
some nice.
I can get into the import export business, homie, and make a killing. You
Right.
know, here's a little gift shop with the lamps and rugs. My man putting out the rugs. They started this day.
Yeah. So that's some authentic shit out there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What we have out
It's
here
all it's
buying from
it's all
IKEA and
authentic.
all that shit. That ain't nothing compared to that shit out there. You probably can get it for cheap as shit.
Yup.
How,
Dude, what I
how's
said, a little short ass next to me.
how the food?
Oh,
Yeah.
look.
Oh. right.
But they're all love, man. The Muslim culture is like that. We
Yeah.
hear all the negative about the culture, man, but it ain't nothing like
Right.
that. You got the
Right.
young sisters over there all covered up from head to toe. Not everybody's like that out here. You think that all the women are covered up from head to toe. Nah,
Right.
not all of them. A lot of them, but not all of them. You know,
Right.
where I'm
Right.
walking to right now is a big ass mosque. And I can't remember what it's called, but you know, uh, the Greeks, they went ahead and built this mosque, thousands of years ago. And this is when Greece was influenced by Christianity. And so the recent president of Turkey, he went ahead and converted it back into a Muslim mosque, covered up Christ and uh, Virgin Mary,
Right.
Madonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And surprisingly, a lot of the population was feeling that because they felt like he's erasing history because it's still part of their history here.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, do they have problems over that mosque now?
No problems. No
Right.
problems. Nobody's flipping out on each other about anything. You know. Now, my next challenge is learning the language. You know what
Right,
I
right,
mean? So
right. What
yeah,
what do they
yeah.
speak out there?
Oh, they speak Turkish.
Turkish. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they speak Turkish. They got a few different dialects, but mainly they just say Turkish. You know,
Right,
you got a couple folks that'll speak Arabic, but it's like a mixing pot. It's
right.
just like a cultural mixing pot. Like right where I'm at, there's a mosque behind me. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
And then there's some more over here. And then
Right.
the one I was just telling you about.
Morning.
Morning.
How is the weather downstairs?
Warm. How's the weather down there?
Where are you from?
Los Angeles. Thank you, brother.
This is a few months ago. Sophia.
Right. I was at Hagia Sophia yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, but 2 months.
Okay. So that's a new mosque that's just being built. The one that I just showed you guys.
It's gonna be
Right.
open 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not guy.
And then here we got Hagia
Yeah.
Sophia right here. This is the one I was
You
telling
want
you
to, you
guys
want
about.
to, you want you to be a tour guide. What's
Yeah, he wanted to be one tour guide.
Yeah, he wants to be a
That's
tour guide.
that's Hagia Sophia right here.
Oh
This is the
yeah.
one this is the one I was telling you about that the Greeks built.
Right,
I
right.
was in there yesterday and we're live on Facebook,
Bro,
you know, from the mosque. So, you know, it was man, the sight to see, you know.
Right.
This past weekend, we were
So
in another part of the country.
you experienced that Muslim church.
Oh
Or
yeah.
have you been into it before?
Yeah. I've experienced this is the first time over here for me. So
Right,
uh first time just being around it like this for sure, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hear the
So
guy say what up.
what's up, Henry? See, I can call him Henry. 'Cause
Yeah.
I ain't over there. Henry, that's my man. Henry guy's a good dude.
Yeah. He always
Oh,
come here, man. I got a few of them, man, came off the
back here.
oh, thank you. I'm not shopping right now.
Okay. Show you. When you're
I'm actually doing a podcast.
when you're already done, I show you.
Thank you.
that's
No,
Silver sculpture. That's back.
no, thank you.
that's the same dude.
Yeah. He want me to go. He trying to get me to go buy some wares. I'm not here to buy anything right now.
Right.
So like
I
I
like
said,
this Steeler hat you got on.
oh man, all day, still a nation, baby.
But you got the Cleveland colors underneath.
Oh no, this one of my little basketball shirts for my team, the Florida Stars Elite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
How many
but
teams you?
but look, you know what the orange is for?
Oh yeah, no, I
My
was just saying that for the
yeah,
Cleveland,
my
but I
basketball
know what the
program is
orange is
orange and
for.
blue.
Yeah, I was gonna add that into it. You know what I'm saying? I was going off
Yeah.
the Cleveland because of the game. First.
You know
Uh,
what?
uh,
I've been missing man. I've been missing the games, homie. I've been having to catch the highlights on YouTube or getting messages from my friends clowning back in the States.
right. But you had a few hours. What? 12
I'm 10
hours?
hours. I'm 10 hours ahead.
10 hours ahead. Oh, so it's
Yeah.
the next day over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
How's the food over there?
oh man, the food is off the chain. Man, come over here. You eat healthy as a motherfucker. You eat good. You know, and anything that's fried or that they use any cooking oil for, they
Right,
use palm oil. That's the healthiest oil. Red palm oil is the healthiest oil, you know, for our bodies. You know what I
right,
mean? They don't have
right.
all those bad fats for us, you know, that get us all congested and shit.
And that's what they
So
use?
yeah, red palm oil.
Okay. Hey, you learned something new, nigga. I'm gonna have to start using that then. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Goob. Look,
Yeah,
I just got a I just got a youngster out of LA, a job playing basketball out here, right?
right.
He flying in today. I only been here a week and a half. I got here on the 16th, Saturday the 16th. You know what I'm saying? Already got a youngster a job out here. And that's
Oh
that's
yeah, that's
that's
cool.
that's what I be trying to do, man, as an elder statesman of the game. You know, when I get
Right,
somewhere and I make contacts with people in this field, I look back home and try to bless somebody else with the opportunity. You know, I'm
right,
45. I'm 45 and retired now. Uh,
right.
and uh, and so I try to help the youngsters get on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And especially I try to find the ones that are humble, and just they down to get busy on that court. You know,
right,
and
right.
ain't gonna present any problems. So
Yeah, because coming to a different
'cause I
country,
fucked up my name back in the day.
right.
Yeah,
And them
yeah,
coming from a different country
yeah,
and coming out there, they might not know you know what I'm saying, the lifestyle, what they'll do to you
right,
out there. They
right.
shit is nothing
Like
compared to
when you
us.
remember when the UCLA boys, uh,
Yep,
you remember when LeAngelo Ball got snatched up in China?
yep,
Him and the
yep.
UCLA boys for stealing.
Hell yeah.
I
They was
was
finna
there.
get,
I was there.
is that right?
You know. Yeah, I was there, homie, and I tried to. I offered to talk to the team. Since I was living there, to let them know about the culture and what was expected of them, and their conduct and whatnot. And Steve Alford, the coach, wouldn't let me talk to him. He said that he already took care of it. So I'm like, all right,
Right,
cool. Now, I had Tracy Murray out there for some basketball clinics for my program. So, me and Tracy, we go back to the hotel with the team, and you know, me and a couple of assistant coaches, we chopping it up. Ty Sadney, who also played at UCLA, won a chip with him back in '95. Um, we were there at the hotel when the players decided to go out and steal from the stores, and
right,
but we didn't know until we drove home. Once we drove home, our phones started blowing up from the basketball community that had found out, you know, and everybody got, the Pac-10, and um, what conference is Georgia Tech in? Because that's where they played. But
ACC.
yeah, so the
Yeah, it's
Pac-10 and
ACC.
the Pac-10 and the ACC officials. The next night we went to a dinner. They rushed me, questioning me why I didn't talk to the players since I had been around them. And I explained, hey, I offered to. The coach said he handled it. It's out of my hands after that, you
Right,
know.
right.
And because living there, to get down, you know, like a
Hmm.
person from LA can't tell you about Pomona,
Right,
you know,
right,
because they ain't lived there. They
right,
ain't grew up there. So they can't tell you to get down in Pomona. They can't tell you they can't tell you about the 12 streets.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So,
Yeah,
hey, you
exactly.
can tell them all that,
And
you
they
can tell
still
them,
ain't gonna listen.
right. You could tell them about 4, 5, 6. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, most definitely. And they still ain't gonna
So,
listen. You know what I mean?
right, right. So, you know, fortunately, Jack Ma, who's one of the richest people in China, he bailed him out. Donald Trump tried to take credit for it, but he ain't
Right.
have nothing to do with it. You know, but man, yo,
If
I
they
try to
that's
encourage everybody. I try to encourage everybody who to get a passport, go visit the world. you know,
Yeah.
instead of being stuck in a bubble in the United States. You know,
Right.
I try to tell them, hey, go cross one of those oceans, cross the Pacific, cross the Atlantic. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And go see what it's like walking through history. Because you go to Asia, you're gonna walk through history. You
Yeah.
go to Europe, you're gonna walk through history. You feel me?
Right.
Where the shit is traced back thousands of years, not like America where it's
Yeah.
just traced
Yeah.
back a few hundred.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. That's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying it's a lot of
Jewelry shop.
what's that?
Jewelry shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all can spit. You know, it might be too much
Yeah.
of a glare from the window.
Yeah. We can say I seen it pretty good. Pretty sure if they can see it. What
Spice
kind of
shops.
they got your same cigarettes out there?
Nah, man. You know what? I had to switch to these damn Marlboro Reds because they didn't have my Black and Mild.
Oh. Yeah.
Here go the Turkish Delight.
Oh yeah.
It's that world famous Turkish Delight right there. And a lot of these are made with natural preservatives, natural sugars. So they last long. And then up here you got the different teas.
Right. Oh yeah.
And you got teas and spices.
Yeah, they keep that shit is out there. That's a nice little what is it, a mall? Basically a
Yeah, yeah,
mall?
yeah. A bazaar. So yeah, mall.
Yeah. That's cool. When y'all next game?
I'm not coaching yet. So I got a
Oh,
meeting. I got a meeting next week with Besitosh with the pro team out here. You know, I got a meeting with them about joining their coaching staff, and we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna see what
right.
it do. Everybody knows I'm here now, and they starting to send messages to me. You know, about getting together.
Yeah.
Morning. Yeah. So
What
looking
y'all get
forward to it
around
all.
then? What they have the cab
Yeah, we ride taxis. There goes
taxis.
some of the scarves. There goes some
What's that?
scarves right here. Scarves, head
What's
scarves.
that? Oh, scars.
You know, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. We ride the taxi. You can ride the bus if you got to. You can ride the city train, the little metro. They
Right.
got metro train that come through. But
So you
it's been nothing but love, man. It's been nothing but
right,
love, and it's always like that for us when we get overseas. You know, they treat us with respect. You know what I mean?
right,
It's not
right,
like it's not like it is in America. You know, where they're looking at you and calling you a nigger, you know, and profiling you, racially profiling you. You ain't got to worry about that. You know,
right, right.
it's just all love. So, you know,
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
media only shows us the negativity. They don't never show
Right,
the positive things that are going on. They just highlight the negativity and keep it on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's an
right, right,
attempt to keep American dollars in America because, you know, they know once we really get out and see what time it is in these different countries, there's no way in hell that we're going to want to come back to America. Like, why would I discovered that in 2001 when I first went to play in Italy. You know, now I'm looking at the world from a different pair of glasses because I'm actually seeing what's up, you know? And
right.
everybody think America's the best country in the world. Hell no, it ain't.
Yeah.
Hell no, it ain't. America's one of the most fucked up places. You know, it's one of the most fucked up places in the world. So,
Right.
like my mentor, he lives in Barcelona, Spain. He's been living in
Yeah.
Spain for the last 15, 20 years. He played professionally out there. He's a legend in European basketball. You know, and he's an ambassador for his team. So, he speaks fluent Spanish. You know, he can speak bits and pieces of other languages from his travels. You know what I mean? But we were just talking, and his daughter plays out here. She's been playing out here for 3 years now, and we're like, why would we ever want to go back to the U.S. You know, where they don't appreciate us as
Right. Right.
blacks. As black people, they don't appreciate us. You know, these people see you, hey brother, how you doing? And it's not like, hey, my brother. It's
Right.
they know
Right.
that we're actually all brothers and sisters because our
Right.
people come from the same damn place.
Right. You know what? You know what's even crazy? You say that, and I had that problem like when I moved to AZ, right?
Yeah,
I see brothers that's out here, niggas, right? Nigga, you know. So when I see another nigga, because I'm out here in the burbs, so I don't see nothing but a gang of white folks. So when I see niggas, I be like, yeah, what's up, I'm. You know what I'm saying? And the
yeah,
motherfuckers look at me like nigga, like nigga. Are you sick? The way the nigga look at me, I be like, nigga, if these crackers get on your ass, I bet your motherfucking ass will be, hey, nigga, help me out. But you looking
right.
at me, I'm just saying, what's up? You looking at me like I'm shit like, nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, exactly,
Crazy to me, man.
exactly.
You know how we look
This
at each other like it's always
you're right.
something.
You're right, and it that's why I say that our people need to start traveling and getting out into the world so that
Right,
our eyes can really open up to what time it is. You
right.
know what I'm saying? People stuck in a bubble, homie, they don't know. They
Nah,
don't. I got so many homies that never been outside of LA County
yeah. And
unless
see,
they went to prison.
that's one thing I can say. I've been to different states. I've been to Vegas, Louisiana,
Yeah,
Texas. I've been to a lot of motherfucking different places. I haven't been outside the country. I would like to do that, but at the time a nigga was a felon, so it's hard to
right.
get something. Being a felon. You know what I'm saying? To get out of the state. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
passport or any of that
right, right.
type. You know what I'm saying? But
And see, you
my
can get it
my
now though,
kids
right?
is getting, my kids is getting older. They gonna be after they old enough to hold themselves. Me and the wife need to get out. Only thing that I'm not gonna do is I'll take a test. Like I'm going to the Steeler game in at San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully
Yeah.
I hook up with the nigga Rocky because I'm pretty sure he gonna go to that game. In
Oh, you
San
know he
Diego.
is.
I mean, in LA, the Chargers and the Steelers, right? But they say you either
Right.
got to have a negative test or COVID shot. Well, I'm not taking the
Yeah.
shot. I'll
I'm not
have a
either.
negative test. So, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't have to get it to come here. All I needed was a negative PCR test the day before I flew out. You
Oh,
know what I'm
see?
saying?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so, and anytime I travel, like we went to another spot called Cappadocia. You know what I mean? And that spot is like walking through the Bible. You know,
Is
literally
that
like
right?
walking through. Yeah, it's literally like walking through the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And walking through Roman times and
Damn. That's how old
the
the
history.
structures are?
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm gonna tell you like this. Okay, so for thousands of years, the population lived in the side of the hills, the side of the mountains. They dug caves. They dug their homes out into the sides of the mountains, right?
Right.
So maybe 70 to 90 years ago, the majority of them just moved out and rejoin civilization in that area, you know, uh, doing a little city thing. But they converted those homes into hotels. So now your hotel is part of the damn mountain.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah. I call Pumpkin and Loco. I called Kev too on
Right.
Instagram and was showing them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
had them bugging out, you know. I was
Yeah,
expecting that I was expecting at any moment a motherfucking chariot to roll past me.
that
Yeah.
right. Yeah, that's
You
some
know?
old shit there.
Yeah, yeah. The roads are made out of stone, you know,
Damn.
like they just jam them down in there in patterns, you feel me? And this is
Right.
all the original roads and shit. But with the exception of the upgrades with the speed bumps, you know. But where this the hotel I'm staying at.
Oh,
It's
okay.
called it's called Angel's Home Hotel,
Right.
you know, real colorful.
So do they have any beaches or anything like that out there?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh hell yeah. They got amazing beaches out here.
Oh, is that right?
Suriyat. Sorry. But
You trying to get that
this is
language?
yeah, yeah. But this is, they go way out with the decorations. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I see.
Yeah. This a little patio area. People come out, chill, eat, smoke, drink.
Do you see a lot of people doing that? What is it called with the pipe in the bowl? I forgot what it's called. Um, where they be smoking with the pipe in the bowl.
Oh, the hookah.
Hookah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you see a lot of
yeah,
hookah
yeah.
out
They got.
there?
Oh yeah, yeah. But they big on cigarettes. They big on
Oh, is that
cigarettes
right?
out here. Oh yeah, man. The Turkish cigarettes are strong as hell.
See, I smoke. I
That's
smoke non-filter, so I'd love to have some of them Turkish.
that's my room up there with that little balcony.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Second story, third story.
I'm on the third,
Oh, okay.
and then the hotel next to me is a dude from China. So chopped it up with him a little bit yesterday. But
He play
yeah, back to that vaccination. You don't have to get it to go to the majority of places. You know what I'm saying?
right,
There's a lot of spots where all you need is a negative test, and it's a specific. Everybody has a specific test requirement that you need, in order to travel. Like here, like I was saying, it's just a negative PCR test, and you're good, you know. So
okay.
that's all I needed when I got on a plane to go to the other location last weekend, and I was just telling you about Cappadocia. That's all I needed,
Yeah.
you know, and I was straight.
So, what is close to you that you can go to other spots?
Africa, Iran, Iraq, because I'm right here in the Middle East. You
Okay.
know, Europe is only a few hours away as far as, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, all that. The Netherlands,
Shit,
Switzerland,
everything's right around, huh?
Russia. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, go ahead to jump on a plane and I'm there in a matter of hours, like flying from LA to New York.
Right, right. So you've been out
It's
there
just a
just
short flight.
you've been out there waiting for them to holler at you?
Yeah, I just been trying to adjust as best as possible to the time change, you know.
Right.
Because remember, I was living in Texas before I got here, and it's an 8-hour difference. from here to Texas. So
Yeah.
it's just about
What was the travel like?
adjusting. It was an 11 and a half hour flight straight through. And,
Man.
you know, I slept, ate a meal, took a nap, ate another meal. And, you know, next thing you know, I'm here.
Right. See that scares me, them flights, man. That on the planes. Shit.
Man, it's the best way to travel, the smoothest way to travel.
But you know they say there's less plane crashes than there are car crashes. You're more likely to
Yeah,
die traveling, you know what I'm saying, driving a nice little trip on a car than on a plane.
agreed. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. You might have to go through a couple of minutes of turbulence or whatever, but that's it. The rest of it
Right,
is just smooth sailing, you know?
right.
Yeah, I love it. I get some of the best sleep in my life on the airplane.
So hey, so what you say? What type of food they have out there that you didn't already ate on?
Oh man, lamb. Um, they're heavy on chicken as well. They love French fries out here. They serve French fries with every damn thing, man. Oxtails, mashed potatoes. They're real vegetable heavy. You know, they're real vegetable and rice heavy with their meals here. Um,
Right.
so you're gonna get every damn vegetable imaginable. You know, it's like just it's like uh it's like when Big Mama throw down at the house, and you know, there's always some kind of vegetables with the food. You
Right.
feel
Right.
me?
Right.
And flavorful as hell. They off the chain with the seasoning, man.
Is that
It
right?
ain't it ain't just a little pinch of salt and pepper. You know,
Right.
you're gonna taste it. You're gonna taste every bit of the spices that they put up in
See,
there, man.
that's what I think most people would want to know. How's the food going to a different place? You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna eat healthier in other countries than you will in the United States. Because the food ain't shot up with all those preservatives and steroids and shit.
Right.
You know, so you gonna get it the way we supposed to, you know, the way we supposed to get it. And that
Right.
shit is good as hell.
So you don't. While we've been talking, how far you done walked?
Oh man, I stayed in the area, but I only walked a total of maybe half a mile, 3/4 of a mile.
Oh, you just went around the block and
Yeah,
a couple blocks. Cause oh, you back at your apartment
yeah, I'm back at the hotel right now.
or the hotel? Okay.
Oh, at sunset, at sunrise, excuse me, just before sunrise every morning, the mosques do the morning prayer.
Yeah.
So you know they got them in different locations, you know, in the area, and they go in tandem. So one mosque will start off with the prayer, then another mosque over in a couple blocks away will say another part of the prayer, then in another mosque a few blocks away from that one, then another direction they say another part of the prayer, and they just go on rotation until the prayer is over. So you hear
Oh,
that
is that
every
right?
morning.
And they say,
Yeah, you hear that every morning. Then you hear it in the afternoon, in the middle of the day. Then you hear it again at night. Some places you'll hear it 5 times a day.
wow, wow. I heard they do it like that. I didn't know they do it loud on the speaker, whatever, for everybody to hear it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They got it on a loudspeaker, so you know it reverberates throughout the city.
So I guess I guess that's for all those that are at home. They can go on with the program as well. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. So
Everybody doing
what I'm gonna try to start doing is just using that as a moment of meditation. You know what I
right,
mean?
right for
Yeah,
yourself, for
right,
sure.
right. Like I
Yeah,
don't understand it, but that's all right. I really
right.
don't have to at the end of the day. I just, you know, I just gotta fall in however I feel like falling in with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It definitely might help you out. It ain't gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying?
right?
That's for sure.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. It's got all these damn seagulls right here, so you know we close by the water.
Yeah. So what you said they had a few beaches out there?
Oh yeah, yeah. I haven't been to any yet, but my friends that are here, they've been to the beaches and they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done hang glide and all that shit. You know, my girl, she went hang glide a few months ago.
Yeah, I can't fuck with that
I'm not
hang
with it.
glide.
I'm 7'3", homie. I ain't
Yeah,
with it.
right. Keep my feet on the ground. I'm good. You know what I mean? With
Man,
all that.
they was going up in hot air balloons. I'm straight. I don't want no parts of it.
Right.
I don't need to be up any higher than I already am. You feel
Hey,
me?
I don't like nothing like that. I didn't like the one that they had. It was a fake one that was at Knott's Berry Farm.
Look, me
Shit,
neither.
I was shook like a motherfucker when that bitch went up. It kept
Same here,
climbing
homie.
all the way up,
Look,
man.
you went on it. Oh, you better
Yeah,
than me.
I
You
went
better than
on it.
me.
I went on it, but it was me and my homeboy and two girls. I was the only one
Oh,
that fell to the ground and was just sitting there. I didn't want to look down. I didn't want to see nothing. I just fell down to the ground until it went back down. You know what I'm saying? I knew right then I don't like heights, but I'm good on
oh man,
heights.
that's wild. I feel you though. I feel you. I wouldn't even. But you better man than me. I wouldn't even got on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I never got on no shit like that again. That's for damn
I'm,
sure.
I'm trying to walk out here to the main street to the river.
Oh, okay. What's the name of the river? You know?
Bosporus. It's the Bosporus River.
Oh, okay.
But
They got some nice,
they
seem like
grown.
nice weather out there.
Yeah, yeah. It's just at night it get cold as hell. But it snows out here too. It snows
Oh,
out here too in the wintertime. I ain't with that.
is that right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, because it's up there in them states that snow hard as fuck
right,
countries.
right, right. Yeah, I'm trying to find my way out to the main street.
What type of music
Anyway,
they got out there?
oh man, they got a lot of their regular Turkish style music. You know, they listen to hip hop as well. They got they even got Turkish hip hop.
Oh, is
Like
that
I
right?
heard some. Yeah, 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 man. One of the drivers was that picked us up in the airport. He was bumping some Turkish hip hop, some Turkish rap. The beats were look. You thought it was a West Coast beat if you heard it, you
Right,
know, because of the bass and you know it just had that little G funk sound to it,
right,
you know.
right,
But just with you know being rapped out in a different language.
right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was cool
everybody
as
got
hell.
their little soul part of some music. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Probably in every country they got some soul part of
here we
their
go.
music.
There go the river.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that glare from the sun.
Yeah, that's all right. I say they got some good weather today. Looking
Oh
like a
yeah,
few clouds, but
and it's still early. Like right now, I don't even need this big coat. But when I first put it on, I needed that motherfucker for sure.
okay, so it's cold out there now.
Yeah. In the morning time, it gets cold. During the night, it gets cold. You
Right.
know, but just like anywhere, it starts to eventually warm up.
Well, at least you wasn't out there in the summer because I heard it get hot as shit out there in the summer.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, all this,
Oh yeah. Yeah, they got their little beaches
This
and
this
all
is
that.
actually this is actually the Marmara Sea.
The
This
Marmara
is
Sea.
actually the Marmara Sea.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to cross the street. I'm just waiting for this damn light. I ain't trying to get smacked up. They drive
No.
crazy as a motherfucker out here. You remember
I,
that video game Frogger?
yeah.
Yeah,
Them
out here that shit is real. That shit is
motherfuckers.
real as fuck out here. You got a couple of the sisters right here covered up.
Yeah, so they have some of
Yeah,
them covered up and some of them not.
right.
Oh yeah. They got their little sea,
But yeah, man,
little beach on the
I'm not
rocks.
trying to go back to the USA. Ain't no need to.
Right.
You know, ain't no need to. I got everything I need in any other country. You know,
Right. Once you start
even in
experiencing that shit, you know.
yeah, and then even in China, man, it was nothing but love. People think China's such a fucked up place because it's communist, but it
Right.
ain't communist like that. You know, of course, they want to control some things because they don't want, they don't want to break the spirit of togetherness with their people.
Right. Right.
You feel me? They don't want to
Right.
break that spirit of togetherness with their people. And so they'll go ahead and they'll block certain things off the internet, block certain sites or whatnot. But that's just to keep everybody together, you know, to where it ain't nobody getting caught up in any outside bullshit. So
Right.
if a person ain't there, they ain't gonna know that, unless they talk to somebody that's lived there or they, until they actually go see it for themselves. But
Right.
even in China, homie, they love our culture. They love hip hop, rap, you know, they play it everywhere. They got hip hop clubs, R&B spots, you know, they dress like us and
Yeah.
they treat us good. They treat us good.
Yeah. You don't see that at all. You know what I'm saying? In the
Right.
media, as far as them treating us like, you know what I mean? Or any other country, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is a coffee spot and hookah lounge right here. It's not open yet, but that'll be open maybe within an hour.
Right.
People will be in there drinking coffee, smoking a hookah.
I knew a lot of them out there smoke that hookah.
Yeah, 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 they do. And they got somebody's grave right here. I don't know who it is,
What about the
but they got a.
bud out there?
Oh no, you're not gonna find that. And
No.
I don't know. That's somebody. That's somebody's. Let me see what this say. Oh, it's not in English. Oh well.
What? What was it? A grave
It's a
site?
grave. There's a grave right here. Somebody important. They're
Right.
growing a tree out of it. But yeah, you're not gonna really find no weed out here. That's not legal
Oh, okay.
unless you got somebody from Russia or from Africa that's sneaking it in.
Right, right. But you probably get caught out there with some little weed, boy. You finna do all day
Oh man, yeah,
walking around in that
yeah,
motherfucker.
without a doubt, without a doubt. Shit. That's why I'm
I
glad I
see.
don't smoke.
I've seen caught overboard. What is it called? They used to have a series called "Caught Overseas" or some shit like that. Where
You talking
motherfuckers,
about the one that was filmed out here?
It was one that was filmed out there. The motherfucker got caught out in that motherfucker, man. And
Let me meet you. 221. Coach said, "What's your job?"
that's what he said.
Yeah. He asked me how tall I was, and we go by height, by feet and inches. Out here, they go by meters and centimeters.
Oh, okay, okay.
So I'm
So when
two.
I heard you,
I'm 2 meters 21 centimeters.
right. So when I heard you say 221, I was like, what the hell is 221?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. But see, that's where you get a lot of you get a lot of motherfuckers hollering at you because you're so tall too.
And I'm handsome as a motherfucker.
Oh.
No. That's the story I'm gonna tell in my head, Goob. Gotta keep my
That's right.
self-esteem up there.
Yeah. It ain't just my height.
Right, right. Oh, your freckles, I love them. Oh, thank you.
Right.
But man,
Yeah,
this
that's cool.
experience is something. This experience is something on me that's priceless. You know, it's priceless.
Right, right.
I
Yeah,
went to a
vibing.
I went to a tea shop, and the dude gave me this tea that he says it helps with inflammation, helps with clarity, mental clarity. And then he gave me some apple tea,
Right.
you know, and they got menthol. They got menthol in a crystal form, right? And so you just drop one little crystal menthol in some water, and you smell the fumes to get rid of headaches, you know, and clear up your sinuses if you're not feeling good. They got so many different natural naturopathic remedies out here,
Is
you
that
know.
right?
Yeah,
That's a crazy one there. One
yeah.
little vibe and say it was called Locked Up Abroad.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Where they get snatched up in different countries. Yeah,
Yeah. And them motherfuckers be trying to take shit and drug traffic and all that shit and get caught up.
right.
See, they prisons is totally different than being in California or United States prison. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
yes. That's what I've seen from those same programs. Yeah,
Yeah. Our shit is beautiful compared to they shit.
yeah, yeah.
Shit. I just seen some of that. I wouldn't want to get caught up. None of that shit.
That's why they say crime doesn't pay.
Hell no. Not fucking around in somebody else's country.
Held
Because
up.
what we was talking about, you was talking about when the UCLA players got caught up. Boy, they would have
Yeah,
did some time up in that motherfucker. Yeah, they would
they're
have
looking
did,
at 10 years.
huh?
They were looking at 10 years for that.
But that would have been 10 years hard labor. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they were looking at 10 years for that.
Yeah, that would have been 10 years of hard labor for their ass, too.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
But this
Yo,
the
when
boss.
you when you and your wife can, man, y'all better hit the road, Jack.
Oh,
Better hop
yeah.
your ass on the plane.
Yeah,
Morning,
we have to
morning,
see.
Sully. How are you, brother?
Thank you. How are you, sir?
All right. Yeah, man. Get on the plane, Goob. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid of it. Get on the plane, homie, and just enjoy it. Enjoy
I
it.
see. I see you out there having a lovely time. Yeah.
Hey, man, Snoop and Lil Duval wasn't lying when they said living my best life. You know,
Right.
because
Hell yeah.
that, 'cause that's exactly what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To be able to, see something different. You know what I'm saying? We used to seeing the same shit out here.
Right, right,
You go
right.
somewhere else, you see something totally different. That's what made um what's his name, Malcolm X change his thing about
Yes.
Islam. He went to
Yeah,
different
when he
countries
went to Mecca.
and shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
when he went to Mecca and saw all the
Mecca.
different races of Muslims together.
Yeah, and he was like,
Yeah, that
this is,
fucked him
yeah,
up.
this is not what they said it was. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? So, but then that's where he had to clash with Ali because Ali wanted to stick on the same thing as American Muslim.
right, right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So,
He went back. He went back where it all started.
right, right. And no matter where you go, there's going to be different history that's going to get farther and farther away from what we know
Yeah,
as,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So like you in the deep part of history's beginning, then there's a deeper part than that.
Right,
That say, you know what I'm saying? It's
right.
so deep and far back, you know.
Yeah,
That's why
man.
I always believe, if we can go the deepest, uh, keep going deep and deep into our ancestry, it's got to be a different ancestry outside of this little planet. You know what I'm
You
saying?
think
You got
so?
to go,
You think so?
huh?
Shoot, I don't know.
You
I
know,
wouldn't even know. Shit.
listen, math is a theory, right? So if you
Right,
even put mathematics to saying how many stars are in the sky, right? You
right,
telling me that there's no inhabitable, a star is nothing but the sun. We rotate
right.
around the sun. So you think about all those stars that's out there. There's no moons. I mean, there's no other planets circling them stars or no inhabiting them stars. Them stars are just there by themselves. So
They're
if you
trying to
put
find it out.
right, if you put mathematics to that and say there's 100,000 or a million, which is more, it's way more than a million stars. You even put 1% to say that there's a planet around 1% of that. That planet could have more technology than we got. There's some
Right,
reason why shit is coming to us and we can't get to it. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right.
That's why I believe in so much in the UFOs. That's why I put them so much on my platform because I believe it's there and it's only going to be there. It's only going to be
Right.
acknowledged by the person that's seen it. So eventually you're going to have to see it to believe it. And then the motherfucker be like, oh shit, what the fuck was that I saw? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's no
Yeah.
way other than that to change a person's mind other than saying, I've seen it, so that's why I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I believed in it before I seen it, but when I seen it, it just amplified, okay, you motherfuckers is coming here. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers is coming here. We can't be the only planet.
Unless they already been here.
And
Unless they already here amongst us.
that's where they say it even in religion you see that. They speak about it in every religion there is. You know what I'm saying? They speak about it. They just speak about it in a different term that we think that's something holy. We think that what a person done was holy. We don't think that that person could have been something
From
outside of
somewhere
this,
else.
yeah,
Right.
from somewhere else and did, parted the sea. I ain't never seen a human part the sea.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? But
right,
okay, ain't nobody ever did that shit before. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's just
right.
like a talking. It's just like when you can't make me believe a book that starts off by a talking snake. I ain't never seen a
Right.
talking snake. But yet you telling me that a snake talked before. I ain't never
Right.
seen, nobody's ever seen that. But you tell me that's it. Oh, okay. I go, if people want to go with that. All right.
But you say you go along with them.
Yeah. Now I ain't going along with them because I don't believe in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe in a higher being. You know what I'm saying? I believe there's something higher than man,
Oh, absolutely.
but I just don't
Absolutely.
believe in the names. I don't believe in with the names and all that. Mary,
And it's
Jesus,
just everybody.
Joseph.
Everybody got a name their own.
Yeah,
You know, Buddha, Allah, Christ.
right. It's all the same thing.
Right. Right.
You know what I
Just
mean?
in their native tongue.
Yeah, just in their native tongue, but it's all the same thing. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And 90%, if you look in religion, they all run into the Trinity. You know what I'm saying? It's always in threes. You know what I'm saying?
Hotel worker want to take a picture of me.
Is that right?
That she had sat down to take my picture. But
Oh, you inside the lobby?
yeah, I'm in a little lounge area.
So you took your
Oh,
picture
okay.
already?
So here's a little statuette of the place that I was at,
Oh, okay.
and that's exactly how some of it looked.
But it's in the mountain.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So
See, that's
just imagine right there on the baseline. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Or yeah, yeah, up on Baseline Road. Just imagine all that being dug out and people living up in them hills.
Yeah. Yeah. But see
You
that,
know?
yeah, but they used to build their shit that way
Right,
back in the day.
right,
And it's crazy how they got the acknowledgement to build some shit into a mountain. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Where did they get that knowledge from and where did they get that?
The tools, the technology to do it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what you have to think about. Something on this earth is just not. We can't even replicate the shit now in history. We can't do the
right,
shit. You know what I'm saying? But they was doing some shit thousands of years ago that we can't even do today.
right.
You know,
They
somewhere you
sure as
had to
hell
get.
trying to.
Yeah, but it
They
never
sure as
works
hell
out.
trying to.
Shit, they're having a problem keeping buildings up.
Right, right.
That's why they need that infrastructure bill because sooner or later it's gonna be a couple bridges fall down on the motherfucker while they going across them.
Yeah. And it's already happened in some places.
Yeah, our bridges and all that shit is fucked up.
Hell yeah.
So what you got going on today?
Oh man. Shit, me and my girl just gonna do some sightseeing, gonna get around, move around the city, maybe check out another few mosques, you know, hook up with a couple of her friends out here, co-workers, and chill.
All right, shit. Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. I've been on here for 2 hours. I'm about to get off here. You know what I'm
Right
saying?
on. Oh, yeah, you was talking about the hookah.
Yeah.
They got some right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got some right there.
Do they do their little hookah in there? Or they gotta go
Yeah, they
outside?
do. No, they do it in here. They do it in here.
Yeah. 'Cause I know that shit is big out that way.
Yeah, it is.
That hookah
Yeah,
shit. Um, I remember years ago I had ran into some dudes, man. Used to do that shit every day. That's all they did was sit outside this little shop. I was like, how this shop make any money? I don't never see nobody come in this motherfucker, but they be sitting outside smoking that hookah all fucking
Just
day.
sit up chilling. Yeah.
Yeah, just chilling. It was like
Hell yeah.
it was at my grandmama house over by Hollywood. So
Oh, okay.
it was this little spot with these I think there was Indian dudes or something like that, man. But all they did sat outside their shop and smoke hookah all fucking day. I used to go to the store like, damn, y'all don't make no money up in this motherfucker.
They probably was making a killing, just chilling.
Yeah. What's up, y'all's chosen? Appreciate you coming in. Y'all's chosen be fucking with me.
Oh, I forgot all about the chat.
Huh? Oh yeah, there's only
Yeah,
a
I
few
forgot
in
all about the
here.
chat. Uh,
Crystal Brim
man.
said, "What's up?"
Oh, and then Henny guy. Man, look, Henny guy, chill out. I threw up a peace sign, Goob. I threw up a peace sign, Goob, but had the
Right.
thumb out. Had the thumb out. Yeah, so he was on me about it. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, is all right?
yeah. Talking about take that bright orange shirt off. You home now.
Yeah,
Oh
he said
man.
that shit. What did he say? Tell Keith Cross take the bright eye shirt off. You home now, bro. Put the UNC on.
What's up, Crystal?
Which
Crystal
what
Brand.
sport?
Crystal
What
Brand was
sports y'all
teasing
get
talking
out
about
there?
she. What's that?
What sports y'all get out there? A lot of soccer, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the biggest sport out here. And then basketball. And they go crazy. They fanatical. You know,
Oh,
you see how loud the crowds are with the soccer, right?
yeah.
They just as loud in them basketball arenas.
Oh, is that right?
I mean, yeah. And just hearing it, bro. Just hearing it, man. It just brought back all those memories. You know, just flooded the memories. All that energy came back. You know, that we
Right.
get from the crowd. You know, when we out there doing our thing, man, it had the blood flowing. My mind was telling me to go ahead and check in, but my
Right.
feet hurt so damn bad, homie. My feet were like, nah, homie, you just chill right here and clap and
Right.
chill with
Right.
everybody else. You know, they do it on a different level out here. They break out in the
Yeah.
song, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a college atmosphere on a pro level because you know how energetic, you know, those college crowds are.
Right. Right.
But you got all age groups doing the same thing. You got a dude next to you with a cane, you know, hunched over, but he up and he yelling and he hollering at the, you know, at the highest point of his lungs. You know what I'm saying? Cheering on the
Right.
squad, booing, you know, booing the opposition, booing the officials when they make a bad call. You know,
Right.
it just sent chills down my body only because I played internationally before, so I had that experience. You know,
Right.
it's one thing to do it in the NBA, but when you really go abroad, homie, and you doing it in another country, it's sick. It's a sick feeling, you know?
Right. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be looking
What's
to
the
get some more cats
What's the
from the
league
land,
you
some
in?
job opportunities. What's that?
What's the league you in?
Oh
Or the
no,
league that's in?
this was this was for the Euro League, the European League. And so they got another one called the Super League, and that's with all the top teams. You know, what's homeboy's name? Nikola Mirotic. He played a few years in the NBA. He was playing last night. He plays with FC Barcelona. He hit the game-winning shot at the buzzer.
Oh, is that
You
right?
know, yeah, yeah. So they had a couple brothers from the states on the teams. You
Right.
know, I didn't recognize the names or anything, but they was out here handling their business.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I know it's a
but
few
I'm gonna
people.
get out. I'm gonna get out and support the women's teams also. You know, my mentor was telling me that they're in need of coaches on a women's level. So, you know, I'm not opposed to that. I'm all about passing on this knowledge of the game,
Right,
you know,
right.
to
Exactly.
whoever has it, whoever trying to get better. So, man, the opportunities out here for me are so much greater than they are in the United States. You know,
Right.
so it's only right that I take advantage of it. You feel me?
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, for sure. You know, man. A lot of niggas don't get that opportunity, or they do get the opportunity, they don't take them. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? So, shit, you taking that opportunity, man. I wish you all the best. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I just seen y'all's chosen about truck driving school.
Yeah, he
Yo,
said
yeah,
he touched
yeah.
down in
Hook up
Phoenix.
with hook up with Mad Pumpkin out of Dallas, man. Out of Dallas, hit up Mad Pumpkin because he trains drivers as well and tries to hook them up with jobs. So get it, Pumpkin. You'll see him on local shit too. You feel me?
Right.
He's
Yeah, I
another
know.
brother that yeah,
Yeah, I seen him on locals.
yeah. He got a truck. He
Yeah, I
out
seen
there
him
trying to
do a
school
couple.
truck
He be
driving.
doing his trucking. Him and Mel do the trucking too. I guess he got his own little truck. But I
Right.
heard Pumpkin talking about, you know what I'm saying, he can help motherfuckers out getting jobs driving them trucks. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I'm pretty
And
sure they need truck drivers right about now. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I heard there was a shortage on truck
There
drivers.
is because there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of imported stuff that's stuck out there in the bays. You know,
Right,
San Pedro is backed up. Up north is backed up. All the ports are backed up right now because of that.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
So if I was to send something home right now, man, they probably wouldn't get it for 2 months unless I flew it. You know,
right,
unless I
right,
put it on a plane. But one of the greatest things, Goob, another great thing about being overseas, man, is let's say me and you are in the same business, you know,
right,
but you've been there, you already established. I'm the new cat. We in the same business where in America we be viewed as we look at each other as competition, right?
right.
But as soon as I touch down, you find out I'm in the same field as you. You sharing your contacts with me to help me get on. If you're not trying to help me get on myself,
Right, right,
because because there's so many people, there's so many different ways, opportunities to make money. You're not looking at me as a threat to what you're doing, you know.
right, right.
So you're not gonna send me to old Joe Blow who gonna screw me over. Make sure I get with somebody that's righteous.
Right. And that's how they do it over there.
Sorry about that. I got a dude trying to call me, but I just
Oh.
declined it. But you know, you got you gonna hook me up. You're gonna bless me with your contact, and you're gonna bless me with the people that hooked you up. You feel me?
Right, right.
So that I can be set. In the States, man, we look at each other as competition. Like I'm taking food off your plate or money out your pocket. You know,
Right, right.
instead of realizing, man, that there's more than enough to go around for all of us if we
Oh
if we
yeah,
cooperate and work together.
most
You
definitely.
know.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
everybody can. That's how they are over there. They
I
with
can't
open
even hear
arms.
you. Hold on. That phone call messed me up.
Can you hear me now?
I can barely hear you.
Oh, he went out. See if he come back in. Yeah, yeah. Always you hook up with either male or pumpkin. I heard pumpkin say it a couple times on Hero Boss Claws.
Sorry about that. Somebody called me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
usually what
somebody
happens.
called me. I messed up the connection.
So that's how it is out there. They open
Yeah, man.
arms.
Yeah, they open arms like a motherfucker, man. And Hey, Miss 702 or Miss 702 today, Miss Reed tomorrow. Nah,
Yeah.
but she be switching up on it. But yeah, they real open arm, homie. And
Right.
everybody just want to see everybody get ahead. You know, so I always appreciate that.
Right. See, that's what we don't know. What we don't leave out of here. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? How it is in different countries and different continents and all that.
Yeah,
We're a little more. They try to, they try to blow it out. You can't go back to where you from, or you know what I'm saying. Don't leave this country. It's worse somewhere else.
right, right.
I've heard a lot of motherfuckers say it's better. A lot of niggas from the Vietnam War didn't come back because they liked it out there in Vietnam better than the United States. You
Right,
know,
right. I've run into some. I've run into some,
right,
over the years, man, through my travels. I've run into a lot of, that participate in these different wars and they ain't never went back home
right, yeah,
because the way of life is so much more peaceful, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why leave peace to go back to chaos? You feel me?
right, right. How long did you plan on being out there?
Oh man, as long as God, makes it happen for me. So
Right,
I know once I do sign on with somebody, the contract will be for a year, unless I sign a multi-year deal with them, 2, 3 years with them. Um,
right,
I was I came out intentionally to work specifically with the youth, but I had to realize that shit with me playing at such a high level, it makes sense for me to go ahead and work with the pros as well, work with the national teams as well, just like I did when I was in China. So you
right,
know
right,
I can always work with the kids because the pro teams they got basketball academies. So I'm just keeping everything open from the low level to the high level. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to spread it around as much as possible when needed.
right, right.
So, like
Okay,
I'm saying, I got a meeting. I got a meeting coming up soon with the team out here called Besitage, and I'm looking forward to it, man. You know,
yeah,
sky's the limit. I can see myself out here for a long time.
right,
You
yeah.
know,
I see
yeah,
it. It got to be nice out there. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker to
yeah,
say he wants to settle there. Fuck
yeah, man,
California.
yeah. And the dollar is so strong out here, bro. It's ridiculous.
Oh, is
You
that
know,
right?
yeah, we had a bomb ass dinner one night, man. I got the oxtails. It was served over a bed of mashed potatoes. Girl had a chicken dish. Man, the total came out to what would be $32 US. But if we got that same meal in the States, each plate would cost around 30, 40 damn dollars.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
What is
So,
they monetization out there? What?
the Turkish lira. Somebody
Oh,
call me. What the hell? See, damn phone call again, messing me up. Somebody keep calling me,
oh, okay. Can you hear me or it
and, and
went
I
out?
and I messed up the damn, and I messed up the mic. I gotta back out and then come back in.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we have Keith Claus up back in here, man. Talk about Instaball Turkey. Say it's cool as hell. Man, I never thought about moving out the country, but so many people say how different it is in the different countries. You know what I'm saying? I just got to go. I would like to go out there and get some of their natural food. All right,
Sorry
you back?
about that.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
Sorry about
That's all right. You can't control that. So you say it's the what kind of money they have out there?
It's called a lira, the Turkish lira.
What is it? What is it to the dollar? What I mean, so
Um, I don't even know
how do
how
you
much.
base?
I don't even know. I don't even know the. I don't even know the difference right now. I don't
The
know the exchange
ratio?
rate right now. I haven't checked it out. Yeah, yeah.
But
But
they take
you
American
get shit.
dollars,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
But so let's
I was in a little rug store yesterday, man. Hey, I'm sitting there looking at these rugs, homie. I'm thinking, you know what? I might have to get into the import export business, with these Turkish rugs. I can get them for pennies on the
is that
dollar out here and sell them back at the
yeah?
crib, and make a
That's what I was.
killing.
That's what I was saying about the Turkish everything Turkish. You remember you get a Turkish
The
chain
land,
out there and fucking probably make a killing.
yeah, yeah. Get that link, yeah, man,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go back
Uh,
to the '80s where they break the Turkish down and have earrings and all type of shit. When they
uh,
used to do that shit in the '80s, break the Turkish chains down and break. Then you
yeah,
have a
yeah,
earring, all type of shit. All that Turkish shit.
yeah. When I was a kid, I used to see that. I used to see my uncles with those, man, and
Yeah.
wanted them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, you can
Oh
get.
man, you know what? Star.
Yeah, that's my homegirl. That's
All
my
right,
homegirl.
little young Rob, her son,
Yeah.
that rest in peace.
And rest in peace.
That's my little homie, man.
Yeah, man.
That's my
Stars, my
little homie, man.
man. You asked,
The second he's the second tallest homie from the hood, man.
is that right? Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I was the tallest at
Yeah,
7'3". He's the second tallest at 6'10".
yeah,
You know,
man. Yeah,
and
that was.
I used to always run into him over in China. First here, of course, first in L.A., of course.
Right.
And then we moved to Pomona. I was over there by Ralph Welch Park.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, then I'll run into him in Pomona, then the Drew League, and then I go back overseas. But when I would come home, I'd always see him. We'd be balling together. And so I
Would
started
you stay
talking to
on?
him about
Would you stay? What street you stayed on in Ralphville Park? 10th Street, 10th, or
on Ninth.
okay, okay,
Yeah, I was on
nice.
Ninth Street. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was right around the corner from the 7-Eleven, the adult school and all that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah,
That's right in the
yeah.
South. Huh?
I was right there off of what's that? White, White
Yeah.
Hamilton. Yeah, yeah,
White
man.
Hamilton.
Yeah, and then we was over there off of Grand, right around the corner from the golf course.
Oh, okay. You stay right in the South, then.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Really, for sure.
But
Yeah.
Rob, man, Young Truth, man, I you know I got him to start going overseas, man.
Is
You know
that
what I'm
right?
saying? Dude
Yeah.
was look, he was on the track. He was on the track to be a legend in China. Real talk. Ask Star to show you his pictures and videos over in China. Young fellow, he was on his way, Goob. So when he passed,
Okay.
that shit
Yeah.
killed me. That shit
Yeah,
killed me.
man.
And I flew to China shortly after that. And so everybody out there already knew because he had such a huge following out there,
Right.
And then,
Right.
the homie was rapping also,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he was doing shows in
She got
China.
another.
So
She got another son that's rapping. He's supposed to come. I got my homie. He just did a song with I think Sugar Free. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? He's supposed to come
yeah,
on the program next week or
that's
something
what's up.
like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
Star. That's my homegirl. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You holler at her.
and my cousin Cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That's my
So
homegirl too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Cat and
But
them, you know what I'm
but
saying?
Star's son, Rob, man, Rob Curtis, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, man.
that was my heart, man, because that was the closest little homie that I had overseas, and really making sure he was getting the bag out there, you know,
Right,
and he was
right.
on the verge of signing a professional contract out there, like at the
Damn,
highest level in China, when that
right.
happened. So when I got back out there, man, people were sick about it. The Chinese loved him. They
Yeah,
loved him. You know, if Rob had it like this, dude, where he could call somebody in China and tell him he flying in, and he ain't got to pay for no hotel. They gonna open their doors to him. Oh, stay with me and my family. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah,
So,
damn. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell her to check this out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause Star was on came on
I
yesterday,
look,
but
I,
I
I,
didn't.
I love Star, man.
Yeah,
She's so sweet. The whole family, man. You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah,
the whole
yeah.
family from Pomona to LA, man. So,
Right, right.
you know,
That's
that that
crazy.
whole family that whole family so tied in with my hood. It's
It's right,
talking legends and
right.
people don't understand that LA Pomona connection like that.
Nah, you know what I'm
With
saying?
us and with y'all.
Most of us that's in Pomona came from LA. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And their parents or
right.
somebody just happened to move out to Pomona, you know what I'm saying, when it was starting to get established out there. So
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot of us moved out there and that's where I moved from. You know what I'm saying? But I know LA like shit, I used to know the bus system like dude on remember the Warriors?
yeah,
And the Warriors is the only one that knew about the train station. That's how they got out of, leaving from when Cyrus got killed. I was like that
right,
in
right,
LA bus system. I knew every fucking bus system there is. I rode through every fucking. I knew what neighborhood, where the buses went, where I had to
right,
get
right,
off, switch. You know what I'm saying? Everything about that.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. I was catching it all the way until I graduated. I was living in
Oh, okay.
LA and graduated in Pomona, but
Uh-huh.
I was I was catching the bus from LA to Pomona on my
Where'd you
senior year.
graduate from? Gary?
Gary
Gary or
High,
Gary?
yeah,
Okay.
Gary,
Oh boy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Gary High, man. He used to go down at Gary.
Oh yeah,
He used,
man. Oh,
he used to get real active at Gary.
yeah, that was with all my niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Gary, we was like a little island by ourselves, basically.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right,
And that's just how the South was. That's why we ended up with the hate gang type shit because
right, right,
we was outside of everything else. You know what I'm saying? Everything
right,
else seemed wanted to be bigger than us, but we were more out there getting it. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
So, um,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, I had fun in here.
When you see Star, man, give Star a big ass hug for me.
Oh
That
yeah,
man, I love that whole family, man.
she'll come on this platform, man. I talk to her every once in a while. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about street, talk about hood royalty. Man, that family got
Oh
some
yeah,
that family got some hood royalty in it, you know.
hood royalty.
You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah,
Like
yeah, I
like
know.
if Kev Mack look, if Kev Mack could get a couple of her family members on that platform, oh man,
Right,
you know,
right. Yeah,
yeah, that shit would be huge because people be like, oh wait a minute, hold on, we ain't heard from so and so since '79. You know what I'm saying?
right, right.
But man, I just gotta say again, man, for everybody that's tapped in, if y'all don't have a passport, get a passport, cross one of them oceans. You know, Mexico and Canada don't count. Cross one of them motherfucking
Right.
oceans You know, Jamaica don't count. Cross a
Right.
motherfucking ocean, or even go to South America, to Brazil, Colombia, Argentina. You know, but definitely go somewhere foreign where they don't speak the language. The food is completely different. The money completely different. A different time zone. Go to a
Right.
different time zone where normally you be asleep and these motherfuckers is wide awake and it's another day. You feel me?
Yeah.
And see what this world got to offer. And just open your mind, open your eyes, open your soul to some different shit, you know, to some good shit,
Yeah, that's
you know.
crazy. So they understand you, or you have to understand them.
Oh, no, man. English is universal.
Oh, is that all
Damn.
right?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this glare off my damn phone. English is universal. So, you know, you're gonna have people that automatically know the language that's gonna come up and talk to you. And then you're gonna find people that's learning the language and they're gonna practice with you. You know,
Oh,
they're gonna
okay.
practice learning English by talking to you.
Right.
And at
Right.
the same time, they're gonna teach you their language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See,
Like
that's
like saying thank you here is to shekilah. You know, I was struggling trying to say that shit. It sounded like I was saying it's chocolate, but it's to
yeah.
shekilah. You know,
Right.
I still, you know, only been here a week and a half. That's the
But
what?
you done picked
That, that
how much vocabulary have you picked up in a week and a half?
man, only three words. Only
What's
three
that?
words in a week and a half. To shekilah
What's
is
the three
thank you.
words?
Uh, to shekilah, that's thank you. Evet is yes, and tamam is okay. And that, man, I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it though, because when I was in China, homie, I learned how to coach in Chinese, how to use the basketball terminology in Chinese. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, you know, I'm gonna have an opportunity to do the same thing here.
Yeah. Learn that. That's how you got to learn on hand. Learn
Yeah.
the language. Crystal say, keep claws. That's your tenth Newport.
No, that's only my fourth since we keeping count. That's only my fourth, and it's a Marlboro Red. It's a Marlboro Red 100.
Hey, what's the
But you know,
price of these cigarettes out there?
this this is like $3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only like $3,
Well, they
maybe three
cigarettes is
dollars.
cheaper out there. Shit. Cause out here that shit like $10.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah, Crystal, they don't have my Black and Miles out here, so I got to do what I got to do.
right. They don't have
Crystal,
nothing like that.
why Crystal trying to be on my bumper?
They don't have nothing like that. No blunts or Black and Miles, none of that.
No, no. We would convert them in a we turned it into a blunt. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah, they empty out the cigar and turn it into a blunt. That's what our people would do.
right. Well, I'm saying the cigars. Do they have a bunch of cigars out there?
Oh
They
yeah,
don't have
yeah,
cigars.
yeah. They got a gag of cigars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got a gang of cigars that I hear. Good flavor too.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. They probably with them Turkish or them, you know what I'm saying? Them good
Yeah,
motherfucking cigars. Probably shit. Cuban,
yeah, yeah.
baby Cuban type cigars out that motherfucker.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. When I quit smoking, somebody say, Cowboy say, when I quit
Cowboy.
smoking Marlboro Reds was 324. Oh, you quit smoking years ago then, Cowboy. If they was
Right.
324 a box, shit, they like $10 for them. Marlboro Reds, shit. Yeah. Well, that's cool. It
I'm
seemed
gonna
quiet
eventually
in the
stop
morning.
these though.
Huh?
What's that?
I said it seemed quiet out there.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Cause see, out
Yeah,
them
it
places
really
they don't
is.
have too much. They don't have too much gun violence and none of that shit out that way. Huh?
Nah, they don't. They got them though. They got them blammers though. They got them. Man, they got those automatics.
Is that
You
right?
know. Yeah, they
Right.
got them automatics. Let it be a wedding. Let it be a wedding celebration. They coming out. Even the women.
Exactly.
Letting off. Yeah. Yeah. I got a chance to see that. I got a chance to see that. But what was crazy about it is this time, ain't no PTSD involved. So I wasn't ducking the shit.
Right.
You
Right.
know, back home, I'm ducking like a motherfucker. I already been shot back at the crib. So,
Oh, but they
you
be
know,
shooting. They be shooting during the weddings and all that.
yeah, they let off in the air. Even the old women got pistols in their hands, letting off.
Is that right? He answered that cowboy. He said, "How much is the American dollar worth in Istanbul?"
Yeah, I'm not sure. I gotta look it up.
He said, "You gotta look it up." But when you buy your food, what they tell you in American dollars, knowing you have American money?
Nah, shoot, my girl, she got all the local money, so we just say the U.S. dollar.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't even. She just give me the Turkish lira. So yeah, you don't have to spend that. You don't have to exchange that. Keep it. Just put it away.
Oh, so when you get there, you got to exchange your American dollars into their money if you
Yeah,
want to spend it and then keep your shit.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Shit,
ain't
they
no
got Google. Go ahead, and Google that shit, Crystal.
problem. That was Cowboy who said that.
Okay. I go fuck with Cowboy. He cool.
Yeah.
Cowboy cool. Crystal, me and her got a little beef.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell Star to check this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
number but love
That's-
store. All of the whole family, man.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. You know the Slaytons?
Yep.
They're my people too. Big Ken.
Is that right?
Yeah, Big Ken Slayton.
Yeah.
Lil
Yeah.
Ken is married to Kawhi's sister. Lil Ken is my god brother.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah,
Man,
yeah. Lil
yeah,
Ken from
you
Great.
know, you ain't a, yeah, you know
Yeah,
gang
my
people.
family. Yeah, my family all intertwined up in there, man. And you know how the Slaytons get down.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, man. But you stayed right in there, so shit. You probably know more people than that. That we probably know the same people.
Yeah,
You know,
the
yeah.
crazy ass. And then up in North Pomona, Gangsta T.
Um,
You
Gangsta
know who
T
I'm talking
is
about? Yeah, Timothy. What's Timothy's last name? He older K. He around your age. Uh,
um. You
what's
talking
that?
about
From that's not Ghost Town. What is it?
456 Islands?
Nah, not from the islands. What's the other crib set up there, up in the north?
It's, it's only Ghost Town.
He from Ghost Town.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah,
Ghost Town.
he one of the founders of Ghost Town.
No, I don't know that. The name is familiar, but I don't know.
Uh,
I know.
he a smoker now. God bless him. But
Yeah,
uh,
the name is familiar. That's why I was asking you if it was the islands.
no, he not out of the island.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
man.
only them from the north side, and then you have the east side. They consider it the northeast, but it's the east side, which is Um, fuck, I just went brain dead. Can't
Nah,
think.
Wayne, the lira is not even.
What's
The
that?
lira is not. No, Wayne looked it up. It's not even. That shit. It's not even.
It's not even.
Nah, because Wayne just said lira converted to USD is 1.4 to 1 ratio, so basically even. It's not. I've because we went shopping where we actually used some USD and the US dollar,
Right.
and nah, it's nowhere near even.
Nah, I
It's
don't
nowhere
think.
near even.
I'm pretty sure the dollar is higher than what
Yeah,
their money is.
it's a lot higher.
Yeah,
It's a lot higher. Yeah,
because the dollar is
it's a
higher
lot higher.
in everywhere. Dollar is higher, I
Damn near,
believe. You
except
know,
for except for the what is that? What they use over there in Europe?
oh,
I can't remember what they use in Europe, but their money is actually higher than the dollar.
in Europe, what you drinking? Tea?
Nah, some coffee.
Oh, okay. How's
Yeah,
their
I be on
coffee
that.
over there?
Oh man, that Turkish coffee, that mud is the bomb.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's strong as hell.
He said,
The
"Oh,
euro, there
euros,
it is, Wayne.
euros."
Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah,
The euro's stronger than the dollar.
right.
Yeah, the euro's stronger than the dollar.
But it ain't by. I don't think it's by much. He said a euro or a pound.
Yeah, the euro is strong. I remember when it was just a pound. You know, back in the late '90s, early
Right,
2000s.
right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's what
and
I thought it
then
was.
before the euro took off like that. But the euro is much stronger than the dollar.
I don't think it can be that much. About what, a quarter or something? Quarter, 50 cent.
Yeah, something like that. But that should
Yeah,
go a long way.
yeah, go a long way. That's where they go with that
Yeah,
gold going up and going down.
right, right.
Yeah,
Man, I cracked my damn screen, and the crack go right across my damn camera. That's why you get these little
I see
glare
it.
lines.
Yeah, I see the glare lines that go
Yeah,
when you move in a certain spot.
yeah, I gotta fix this damn thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but man, Goob, you and the wife, man, get out the
yeah.
country, homie. Go on, get your ass on the plane. You went on that motherfucking parachute ride, homie. You might as well get on that plane.
Hey, I'm not getting on no
Take that
parachute
10-hour
ride.
flight.
Hey, I take my chances in the flight, but I'll be damned if I get on a parachute or any of that shit. No.
Right, right.
Or bungee jumping or any of that type
No,
shit. I'm not
I'm
with that.
cool on that too.
You know what I mean?
I'm cool on the bungee jumping too. They can have that. I'm
Yeah,
straight.
I ain't with that. I ain't no balloon flights. Ain't none of that
Nah,
shit.
none of
I'm
that.
good.
No hang
Good high
gliding.
pass. You can't give me enough money to do none of that type shit.
Right, right. I'm
I won't
straight.
even go. Look, we right here by the Grand Canyon. I won't even go to the Grand Canyon because I say, what the fuck? I want to look at some shit that I ain't gonna look at. I don't want to look at deep down in the motherfucking.
Right,
I don't want to be way up looking down in the fucking drop of 1,000 feet. What the fuck I want to see that for? That ain't no fun.
right, right.
Yeah, because I can't even experience it because I don't want to look at it. You know what I mean?
Look, we live on a ninth floor, homie. I don't even like going out on the balcony.
Yeah, look, I remember we
Hey,
went to.
my knees were shaking like a crap game. I went out on the balcony. I was
Yeah,
pressed up against the motherfucking glass, like like Spider-Man creeping along the wall.
right.
I wasn't trying to have it, homie. I went back in
Yeah,
so quick. My girl sitting there laughing at me.
hell yeah, I can't do
She
that.
look. She 4'10". She 4'10", and she love being up high.
Is that right?
But yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
Look,
I'm
I can't
cool.
fuck with that. Yeah. I mean, when we went to Vegas, my wife said, so she was getting the room. She was like, well, the only room they have is on the 38th floor with a balcony. I said, what the fuck do a balcony got to do with it? I ain't going out on it. So, you
Right,
know what I'm saying? There ain't no use getting no 38th floor with a balcony so we can go out and smoke, because I ain't going to go out there and smoke on no
right,
38th floor. Ain't no way I'm going
right.
out nothing, nowhere close to that shit. When I go to a hotel room, we can be on the 10th floor, 11th. I always go to the window and look at my escape route. Can I jump out this window and make it? If I can't,
Yeah.
there's a problem. We need to move to another
Can I get
room.
out with a sprained ankle?
Yeah. Other than that, man, I wanna know how I can get out this motherfucker. And if I can't jump out the window to get out, we in the wrong room. We need to go down a little bit lower. You know what I mean?
Right, right,
I can't
right.
fuck with that because I
God's
don't trust.
chosen ancient history in the Grand Canyon. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I experienced the
Paintball
Turkish
scene.
version of the Grand Canyon. And that shit is ill with the water lines along the mountain
Yeah,
from when all this shit was underwater.
yeah.
That
That's
shit
that's just
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. And people still live down in them valleys, man. You
Is that
know,
right?
that's yeah, people still living in them valleys. You know,
Yeah,
I said earlier, only 70 to 90 years ago, the majority of them started moving out and, rejoining civilization. But there's still a lot of them that's still living up in there.
right, right. I want
Yeah.
to do a.
One
I want
one
to do
dude
a.
one dude pimped out his spot. He pimped out his rock so cold. He built a deck, right, and put the fake grass on it, got a picnic area. Everything around him is all rock and sand. Rock, sand, and dirt. But that nigga got a deck, pimped it out, got his what you call it dishes out there for his solar panels and shit. His cable dish out there. He living.
Yeah,
He got a walnut
yes,
grove. He got a grapevine. And he the only one down in this little specific valley.
yeah.
He
He
got this
probably
one section all to himself.
he living large. If you can live like
Yeah,
that, but some
I
people
got you
can
on
live like.
Facebook. I'm gonna send you a picture of that shit.
Okay, okay, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm gonna send you some pictures on Facebook, man, so that you can see that shit, homie. But if you go on my page, you'll see the videos and pictures I've been posting, from this past weekend.
Okay,
That shit is sick,
I want to see how.
you
I
know.
have a place out here. I'm gonna do a little a little walk with my kids up this mountain over here called Superstition Mountain. They're supposed to have some hieroglyphs in the rocks
Oh,
and
okay.
all that up in
Hmm.
right down the street about 30 minutes from here. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do a
Yeah,
hiking trip to go check out the hieroglyphs that's painted in the rocks up there.
that's
Supposed to
what's
been
up.
there for thousands of years. You know what I mean? I like shit like that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because that speak about history, shit before us. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
They was seeing when they didn't have
right,
languages and all that shit. You know, that's what
right.
motherfucker need to
I,
look
I
at. What
dig
was
shit like that.
what was here before us? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they had hell of a
And
technology.
it gives us a better appreciation of where the fuck we really come from.
Right. Like you say, when you see them buildings that's carved in that mountain, you like, how the fuck did they do? How long did it take them to do that shit? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But what kind of tools did they actually dig that shit out of with? You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
didn't have
exactly.
the technology and the cranes and tractors and all that shit we got
The
nowadays. They
drills
did
and shit.
it by hand.
Yeah. And I was watching them, with the chisel and the hammer and shit,
Right.
working on the rocks. You know what I'm saying? And shaping the damn rocks for for upgrades that they were making and repairs that they were making on some of the shit. You know,
Right, right.
yeah, they was doing that shit
That's
by hand.
yeah.
You
See, and
know,
you think how long that
it wasn't no heavy material out there. Everything was being done by hand.
right, and how long does that take for them motherfuckers to do that shit? That's what's crazy. But they've been so, if you've been doing something for so long, eventually it start taking you a shorter time to do
Yeah,
what
because
you
you
need to do.
master that shit.
You master how to get around certain shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But to carve that shit in the mountains, man, that's some hell of a shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, it
you
is.
carving the mountain out, basically. You're
Right,
not putting that in. You carving what the mountain is already there. You carving the mountain out itself.
right. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Look,
crazy.
I'm about to tap out, man, so I can
All
charge
right.
this phone, get some breakfast up in me.
Same here. I've
But
been on here for 3 hours, man. I appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying?
oh
Basically, my
man,
first, my
I
first
told
guest outside of
I
Pomona.
gotta I told you I gotta tap in with all my people, man. You know, whether it's you, Kev, Loco, Pumpkin. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Yeah,
gonna tap in with y'all, Mel.
I
I'm gonna tap in with
appreciate it.
y'all when I because I get the notifications for y'all, and sometimes like I missed your last joint, so I was like, damn, okay, I gotta check
Yeah,
my
yeah.
notifications more often. That way I
I
can get on
appreciate
with
it
you.
because it's definitely a small world. We just found out something new that we knew people. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
knew we know the same people. Let's put it that way. It's a small fucking world.
yeah, it
You know what I'm
is,
saying?
man. That's fam right there. That's all family.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And then when you holler at her and you say, "Yeah, you got a homeboy named Goob," oh, she gonna, you know what I'm saying? She gonna definitely
yeah,
get it up, man, because that was my home girl. Not was still my home girl. You know what I'm saying? To this day,
yeah.
my loved one. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
So,
yeah.
hey, man, you stay safe out there. I appreciate you coming on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out of here
Already.
myself, and I'll hit you on the next one, bro.
All right, for sure. Peace to everybody in the chat.
All right,
All right,
later.
brother. All
All right, man. It was Keith Kloss, man. Had a good show. Appreciate everybody that came in, checked in with me. You know what I'm saying? For those that's gonna look at it later, see if y'all can pass that test and come out with the same number that I started uh, with the addition, subtraction, division, and multiplication. See if you come out with the same number if you pick a number. Y'all have a good one, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.